Hi, if you are looking to purchase outdoor wheels and you're wondering what the heck the difference is between these types of wheels and what the numbers mean, then this video is for you. Hi, my name is Allie. I'm a roller skater. I've been involved with roller derby since 2010, so I have gone through many different types of wheels and I have skated on many different types of surfaces. When I give these thoughts and suggestions, these are based off of my research and my experience. So I'm not saying that I know every single thing. There are videos out there that are maybe a little too technical, that are a little bit hard to understand. So I'm like breaking this down so that if you're like me, it's a little easier to digest and understand. If you're looking for wheels, you're gonna notice that you'll normally see three different kinds of numbers. You'll notice a number that is followed by the letter A. If you see the number that's followed by the letter A, that is the Durometer or hardness. That word gets used interchangeably, but basically if you see the number followed by the letter A, that's the hardness of the wheel. That is important because the hardness of the wheel will determine what kind of surfaces it will be good for. I usually see it start at 78. I feel like that's the standard outdoor wheel. Hardness is 78A, and that can go all the way up to like this one is a 103A. The other number that you will see is usually a number followed by MM. And it is the size of the wheel. Usually they'll show you two numbers. Going back to the Grindstone wheel reference, they'll give you the two numbers. These numbers are 57 mm by 34 mm. And so what that represents is it's 57 millimeters tall and 34 millimeters wide. So that's what it's talking about when it gives you those numbers. From what I found, the numbers for the height of the wheel usually go from 57 and 65 for the height of your wheel. So just for some reference, I'm going to show you, this is the Grindstone wheel, which is 57 millimeters tall. And this is the CIB Vertex wheel. And this is 61 millimeters tall. So if you look at them side by side, there on a flat surface, that makes more sense, right? So you can tell that these are taller than these. So usually the smallest number of the three numbers you see will talk about the width of the wheel. So if you compare those two, you can see this is the 24 millimeter running surface versus the 34 millimeters for the other wheels. So there is a difference. This is a brand of outdoor wheels that I really enjoy. These are Radar Energies. You can find Radar Energy 57s, which are a smaller wheel because the 57 indicates how tall it is. These are the 62s, and then they also make 65s, which are going to be a little bit taller than that. So, okay, so I'm just going to show you what these Radar Energy 62, remember the 62 is what indicates how tall the wheel is, versus and these are 57. So if we just put it on a flat surface, you can see that the Radar Energies are just a little bit taller. So if you got the Radar Energy 57, it would be more of this size. Here's a comparison of those wheels right next to each other. So obviously when you have more surface area gripping the ground, you are not going to move or slide as much. So it's up to you. If you want to do a smaller wheel, you have more agility and you can move around a lot, but you won't have as much grip. I'm going to screen record me going through and talking about some of these things so you can see the numbers side by side. Just because I know for me, when I'm trying to learn, I am more of a visual. So being able to see them like this and being able to see the numbers helps me digest that information a little bit better. So take a look at this. So let's go ahead and go to Derby Warehouse. Okay, so it's talking about the hardness right here that says 78A. So that's a pretty soft wheel, which is good for outdoors. And then the size is 57 by 35 millimeters. So 57 is talking about how tall the wheel is. The higher the number, the taller the wheel, but 57 is pretty standard. So like these are super cute. These are the Radar Donuts. They're an outdoor wheel. You can tell because the hardness is 78A. The size is 62 millimeters tall. And this is pretty much the same as the Radar Energy. I have Radar Energy 62s, and they are the same hardness. And yeah, they're pretty much the exact same wheel. They just look different. If you're looking at wheels, you'll see 3 numbers. The number that has the A at the end is the durometer or hardness of the wheel. Your next 2 numbers are going to determine the diameter, so that's the height of the wheel as well as the width. I know a lot of this information was repetitive, maybe a little bit redundant, but for me, I was a teacher before I started doing YouTube stuff, so that a lot of people learn in different ways. So I feel like even if this information is out there already, this isn't taking away from any of that information. That information is still good and valid, but I understand that not everybody is able to, I don't know how else to say it, not everybody is able to digest in the same way. And so having that information given to you in a different way might be the thing that makes it make sense. So that's the whole purpose of this. Like, I'm not saying that I am the best at giving any of this information out. I just want to add something. I want to be, I know that there's going to be somebody out there who's going to understand it the way that I said it versus the very technical, very precise, like these are the details to that kind of stuff. So if this was at all helpful, I'd appreciate if you give this video a thumbs up. I do roller skating videos on Fridays. I just do roller skate vlogs, but I am totally up to making new content. So if there's any more videos like this that you would want to see, maybe you want to go in depth as to what indoor skates versus outdoor skates might look like, or if you're interested in my thoughts on what kind of gear you need to be looking at or look for, let me know. And if you have any other tips or suggestions for anyone, please leave them in the comments down below. I would love to be a helpful resource for others to gain any type of skate information and knowledge. That is all from me for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye!